Welcome to episode 18 of Where Civilization Started Over. And before we get into the episode, I would like to let you know that I did make the water a bit darker. So, tell me what you think about this. Should I make it more dark? Is this good? Should I go back to the old one? Also, Japan is also a bit darker now since it was hard to see with the water change. Other than that, though, I have not done anything since the stream. But anyways, this will be getting into the video. You'll be starting over here in the Swiss country called Egg. I hate that it's called Egg. I mention that every video. And turn on provinces, because this country is going to invade another country. So let's look around and place your bets on who you think they're going to invade. Okay, has everyone placed their bets? Okay. If you said this Slovenian country, then you'd be correct. As they start pushing in to it, quickly taking this major city and going down here, they quickly take the capital and push them to just this province, where we then see the Darkling country join in and take that province for themselves. This kind of annoys Egg, but they got most of what they wanted, so they agreed to let them have this. So with that, the dark green country will be taking this land here, and the rest will go over to the Swiss. With that, we can remove the capital. And rest in peace, Slovenia. It's turned off the long layer. Anyways, next up we will be going over to the purple country, who is going to continue to expand as they expand this way, while the green country here will expand this way as well, and they will meet up. And that's all the expanding that these two will do for this episode. Now we will go over here to China. In the last episode, we saw a rebellion break out. In this episode, the first thing that China will do is expand even more. They like to expand a lot, if that wasn't clear before. So first they will explore a lot of this land. As they explore throughout it, they'll also explore over here quite a bit. And we'll explore all this land here before taking all of it. However, so in the last episode, the rebellion was over by Vietnam, which, if you look at the alliances, is suspiciously a part of the Triangle Alliance, but that couldn't mean anything. And this country formed as these were rebels who escaped. However, now we see another rebellion form. This time over here near Taiwan, which Taiwan and China have been to war before, so that's kind of suspicious. So this rebellion breaks out, and China will start pushing in as they push in over here, quickly taking this city. And they push in and they cut these 3 cities off from the rest. They also push in over here as they push them just down towards this city. However, they managed to hold out in there. The rebels will also push over here, going down closer towards Vietnam. As they meet up with Vietnam, China will push over here. And they'll push up here, taking this city back. And cutting these 2 cities off from each other. I mean, they could still go through boats, however, the Chinese Navy will probably capture all those boats and kill everyone on them. Eventually, this city will fall. And that's all we're going to talk about this rebellion for now. We'll get back to it later. Opening this up, you'll see that there is this light blue religion. This is a branch of the dark blue. It's mostly over here. It does span a bit over here. However, we're actually going to see some things happen with it, as these were a lot. You might notice that this is in the area that rebelled, and we actually see China start killing a lot of these people, as a lot of the people who believe in this branch were the people who rebelled. So you see them start killing some of these people, pushing them back. Anyways, we will get back to that in the next episode. Going up here, we will see this country up here do some expanding. Mostly expanding along this already discovered land. However, they will also take some time to explore some more land as they explore along here. Going up the river and eventually exploring all that. They'll also explore up there just because I accidentally made that. They'll explore along the river. And then they will expand like this here. Taking all this. Going down here, we'll see the yellows continue to expand a bit. Also explore some of this land here. That way they can make their borders look a bit better, because it's going to look pretty bad if they just stick out this way. They'll expand along here a bit as well. Now looking like this. And this red country will also do some expanding as they expand up along here. Getting up to this unexplored land. They will then start to explore a lot of this land. However, they won't go into much now. They'll just explore it. A country that will be doing some expanding is this country over here. As they will explore along here. Then they'll expand as they expand up like this, up over here, and start expanding up here. And then we actually see this country expand and take all of this, which kind of makes this country mad, but they won't do much, as well, they also don't hold the best relationships with this country down here, so they're worried that if they go into a war with this country, first of all, Japan is good friends with that country, and Japan is, what's the right layer? That layer. Part of the Triangle Alliance, and if they join, who knows, and it could pull the rest of the Triangle Alliance into it, plus this country already has bad relations with this country. So instead, this country is actually going to join the Circle Alliance. Following that, we actually see this other country that, right here, join the Triangle Alliance. And now, yeah, that happened. I don't know. Anyways, coming down here, we will see this country here. Why is that green? I don't know, but I'm just going to ignore it for now. Maybe I'll fix it later. Maybe I won't. Who knows? I want to see this country expand or explore and discover the rest of this island. They will then start expanding into it, but before they can take all of it, we actually see another country make a landing here. And it's actually this country over here. They land over here and start expanding into here. They also take these islands here. We'll also see this country expand into a lot of these islands, these small islands down here that they had previously explored. And we'll also see them start exploring this way. They'll also explore the rest of this island along here, and some of these islands along here. And they now look like this, or they expand then, and now they look like this. So they're getting pretty strong. Now going over here, we will see this country explore more of Madagascar. Exploring down and finally exploring all of it. They won't take all of it yet though, as they only take this bit here. They'll also discover these islands up here and take them, and they'll also land over here in Africa and start exploring this land. And two things are going to happen over here. We're going to see them set up a bit of a colony over here. Meanwhile, down here, we're actually going to see a new country form of some people that kind of just want to make their own country. So we'll see this country here. Actually, I think there's too much blue on the map already. What's it called that we need more of? I don't think we have much red on the map. Not much like pink. What's like a nice pinkish color I could use? This color work? Yeah, I think this color works. So we'll see this new country form along here, with their capital being the capital will be right there. Now we'll go down here, where turn on the alliance layer, as it's going to be important down here. These four here are going to continue to expand into their neighbors. So this country here, this green country, will invade up into this country here. And will then continue into this pink country. And will fully annex them. Is this one? It's taking that. They don't get that, no. No. There. Anyways, they fully annex those two countries. So with that, we can remove their capitals, but let me put a major city here first. Meanwhile, in this country here, this purple country, we actually see some breakaways happen. The first one being right here. That's hard to see the city. First one being right here. And then the second one will be right here. However, the second breakaway will not last long, as they instantly get invaded by the orange country, which just fully annexes them, which is why I just used that color. Meanwhile, this country, let's make it a different shade because they're a bit too close to orange. This color here. Meanwhile, this country will stay independent for now. I'll give capital later. This country here is actually not going to do much invading. How they will expand up along here and meet up with this brown country. And we also want to see this blue country expand along this brown country along here. So they'll expand up to here. And it looks like these two have some plans for this brown country that the brown country might want to be worried about. However, those won't be happening in this episode. What will be happening, though, is the invasion of this country here, which will get invaded and the capital will get taken. We also see the green country invade into it. And they will fully take these. And if you thought that these two are done expanding, then you're actually correct. Because I was going to have them expand a bit more, but I think I'll save that for next episode, so these two are done. However, this yellow country over here, they are not quite done, as they will expand along here. And this is probably like the strongest, third, man, probably okay, the strongest country down here that's not part of this alliance here. They're the strongest independent country. And, well, all the countries are independent, but, like, they're not in any alliance. However, they will actually be making their own against the Diamond Alliance. That being the Light Triangle Alliance. So, they'll be forming this alliance, and joining this alliance will be this brown country, this dark blue country up here, and this purple country here. So that we now have two alliances down here. And, well, we'll have to see what happens with those in the next episode, as we're done with that for now. Going up here, we will see the line can expand a tiny bit more, but not too much, as they are not really that hungry on expansion right now. In the past they have been, but right now they're not too worried about it. Also, this is just desert, so they just expand a tiny bit more into the desert. However, this blue country over here will explore more, as they first of all explore these islands along here. And then they will take the islands, so they take these islands along here. However, that's not all they're going to do, as they also expand further south. This country over here will also continue to expand as they first explore along here. Exploring all the way over there, but they won't expand down to around here-ish for now. Meanwhile, up here, they'll continue to explore, and will expand all the way up to there, as they're getting really long and are kind of like the Chile of Africa at the moment. Anyways, going up here to Iceland, we are going to see the two countries up here continue to, those being the Scottish purple country and the Norway country, continue to explore this island, working together to do so. as they explore all of the island. With this, we will see that he will split the island, as Norway will get all of this here. And Scotland will get all of this along here. Norway also gets this bit here. Just to make the borders extra confusing, because we like confusing borders here. Tell me, do you like confusing borders, or do you like normal borders? Anyways, over here we will see this Estonian country explore some more land. They will then expand into a lot of that land as they get big. And another country expanding is Finland, who will expand down along here. Expanding like this. Now they look like this. Meanwhile, over here, this Danish country, they are incredibly unstable and are on the verge of collapsing. After the war, they got turned into a monarchy. And the king, the people are not happy with him. And in fact, a lot of the people want to actually join either Norway or Sweden. So what happens is we see them kill the king. They break into the castle, pull him out, and hang him, kind of like, and then hang him. So, and the new government gets set up that will then join Sweden. So now Sweden gets all that, and we can remove the capital. Anyways, going over towards this country here, we will see them do some more expanding and exploring as they explore down this way. They also explore up this way and out this way a bit. They'll then expand a bit as they expand down around there and along this land over here and up towards here. I need to update major cities again, and they'll actually expand and get pretty close towards the country that they originally come from. Speaking of which, they decide to do a little bit of expansion just to have some more room for their people and expand into this land along here. They also explore some land but don't expand into it because they don't really care about this land, but they just kind of curious about what's out here. The country that does want to expand, however, is the Caucasus Empire, so they will start exploring out this way. And will then expand into a lot of this land as they expand along like this. Now looking like that. Anyways, I think that is going to do it for this episode, so thank you for watching, and goodbye.